ne? But obviously, I have a charity begins at home. I have my children.
Tell me what is it that you would have wanted Panyaza to do for you to be happy?
Okay. Before he advertised those 130 jobs that he did, you know, he should have thought of his
temporary people permanently first.
Yes. Give them a preferential. Yes.
Let's say when, meaning you were supposed to be taken to a course, no, not a course, apprentice, or learnership, economic development of some sort, and then forced you to finish your qualification. Is that, would you have been happy?
If it was that, okay, yes, still, you then see you are doing something.
How much would you have been happy with?
In terms of...
I guess the 4.5 was not enough stipend.
No, like you must understand that...
I don't want to understand. I want you to tell me if you were given a learnership in the department that you studied for. They say, sit here, finish your qualification within 2 years. If you don't finish Raukoba, or in 3 years, if you don't finish Raukoba, here's a bursary, sit here. How much stipend was enough, would have been enough for you?
In fact, hence I'm saying you must understand that I'm not up against the stipend, the 4.5 stipend.
No, you said it was wrong because of where you were living, and I understand. I'm saying how much stipend would have been enough for you?
It's enough. Hence I'm saying, like I'm trying to answer that one. I don't have a problem with 4.5. If it's still a 4.5 stipend, if it's still a stipend, it's okay. It's enough. It's okay. It's enough. I don't really have a problem with the 4.5. You see, like what I really have a problem with, is that now I do this learnership, for 12 months. Because at the end of the day, like before it becomes a learnership, it's a fixed, before it becomes a learnership, it's also a fixed term contract. You know what happens, according to this labor laws or whatsoever, a fixed term contract you give to someone on the basis of the fact that there are no job opportunities, there are no definite employment. This individual, there is no way he can work for a longer period. So there's only job available for this specific time.
Yes.
You understand? So suppose it's only fixed term contract, there is no learnership. You understand?
So Ntsako, in closing, let's do this. Do you want to spend your energy fighting Gauteng government to absorb you, or you want to spend your energy finishing the qualification that you started?
I can do both. Like this one is not about me finishing my qualification and whatsoever, my well-being, it's solely my responsibility. But at the end of the day, I am not about to turn a blind eye on these things that is happening with Panyaza right now. You understand? You can't be saying that I've created 120 people, 130 jobs for people, but failed to place a simple 60. It took, let me say maybe it's 500 from 2020 to 2024. You fail to place this for 500 people, but you give 130 people a job opportunity. What's so special about them?
They are sharing the wealth of the country.
They are sharing the wealth
of the country.
No, but okay, let's say maybe
Did you raise the matters when you were in office?
Yes, I did. Let's say that's the truth. That's the case, They are sharing the wealth of the matters of the country, Provide an explanation to me as Ntsako, who was here. Why am I not why am I not preferred? Why didn't I get this job, this opportunity like anyone? Why those people were most preferred? What was it about them that really makes it worthy of this job? Ne? But me, okay, maybe I will still have a problem with it. But one thing that I've learned on the hindsight is that, my bro, I belong in the street of Gauteng. There is no such. I'm telling you, you are a journalist. Call anyone you can interview anyone who's ever got an opportunities. A Nazi Spani opportunities. I can make it simple. Find 10 people from
Nazi Span.
Yeah, from Nazi Span, from Gauteng. Ne? From
Tshwane.
From Tshwane. Who can say, who got employed as a program of Nazi Spani?
All right, it's fine. Let's do this. Nazi Spani is fake. You are not happy how you were let go of an opportunity that should have been lasting. You did raise it internally. Now, is there anything that you want to say to the audience or to your former employer or to your future employer about why are you not happy? Because we're now at the end, is there anything more that you want to say? Are you seeking for justice? Do you feel like a victim? What I've heard your complaints. What is it that you want to do now? And who else? Which names do you want to call now to come and help you?
Which names?
Like, do you want to give a message to Panyaza to come and assist young people?
Okay, let me also tell you something that we didn't really. I think it's also important,
Okay.
about why I came here.
Yeah.
Fixed term contract. When it comes to an end, according to the laws, you have to terminate it by means of what is called notice of termination, in accordance with the period of that person's employment.
4 weeks.
Yes, it's 4 weeks exactly. That's it.
It wasn't done. You are saying?
It wasn't done.
Did you go to CMA?
I didn't go to CCMA. I'm still on that. Ne?
Okay.
Number 2, ne? A learnership. At the end of a learnership, every learnership, at the end of it, you must issue an individual with a certificate of service. You see?
And a portfolio of evidence
Yeah.
to document the logbook that was being done, the work that was done.
Exactly.
So those things were not done.
Were not done.
Okay, next.
And the problem arose when I started asking questions about those things.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah. So, no, I don't want you to repeat what you've already said.
Yeah.
Is there anything new that you want to say? Did you ventilate everything that you came to ventilate in the podcast?
So, okay. Right now, I hear you ask about did I go to...
Panyaza, did you go to someone? Did you call other comrades to help you? What happens to your contacts and your networks who help you get the job to say, hey guys, kawate?
Okay. At first, I used my contact to ask them about these 2 things. Fixed term, the notice of termination, and also what is called a certificate of service, right? When I asked them, obviously, comrades were behaving arrogantly to say they couldn't provide such. You understand?
Who's your contact?
My contact is basically, okay, now it was George Machila.
Okay.
George Machila, the RS, and then...
So that man helped you to get a job?
Yeah, help us.
Yeah. Not only you.
Not only me.
So he's a good secretary, Mas. He helped people from Tshwane to get jobs in the province. He did well.
He did well.
Oh, didn't he?
Mara, what happens now when it happens that, okay, we need things to be done accordingly, and then he's nowhere to be found? Okay, so we can accredit him.
He's a busy man.
He's a busy man.
So if someone helps you to go somewhere. If someone helps you, I'll facilitate transport to go to Atteridgeville. Once you get to Atteridgeville, you can't blame someone. Hey, to pay 5 rands to get here. Now I'm in poverty. Zama where you are.
Okay.
That man tried.
Okay, let me say, I just don't. Let me say, I excuse him to everything, like
he did
everything.
well.
Yeah, he did well.
If I were him, I would be proud.
Yeah.
That at least I took care of my region. As regional secretary.
Let me accredit him for that. Okay. Let me accredit him for that. With your.
My advice.
With your advice.
Sure.
Right. So. Right now, it comes to the issue of now I want I'm asking about the certificate of service.
Yes.
I'm asking about the fixed term, notice of termination.
Yes.
Ne? And then because you can't give me those things, ne? You expect me to go to CCMA. And taking the big offices such as the office of the premier to CCMA, my brother, I've been there before. I've worked as a learnership before. I took people to CCMA, and in the CCMA, I saw how corrupt that institution is. You see, when she's writing a judgment, you see, they provide an incorrect information, to back up their story. You see, like, and deliberately, so they know they are lying, but they know at the same time you cannot take it anywhere because you are in a position of disadvantage.
But you are wrong, Ntsako. CCMA is just a level. If an arbitrator gives a final decision on rape, there's labor law after CCMA.
CCMA, like labor law, when they adjudicate the CCMA case.
And you can still let me. Ombudsman.
Please, I'm coming there. I want to show you something now.
Yeah.
Ne? You go to CCMA, ne? They adjudicate the case, ne? They arbitrate the case, ne? And they issue a judgment. On the arbitration, it is recorded, those things. You need to report the matter in according to whatever the proceeding. Ne? That recording, it's supposed to be transcribed. Ne? Suppose right now it took a 3 hour or 4 hour, the arbitration. The transcription fees, it's on you. Hence, you are challenging an issue of a mere learnership. How can you afford a transcription that is even above? It can cost you even 3 times your the salary, 3 times your 3 months salary. That transcription thing.
Ntsako, isn't CCMA for free?
Yeah, CCMA is for free, but when you take them to labor court or to ombudsman, they work with transcription. They don't work with.
Are you taking CCMA to labor court? Or
yes.
You are going to labor court?
Yes, I get. Firstly, you take an issue to CCMA.
Yes.
And then CCMA they rule corruptly and unjustly so against you. Ne? Yeah. They do it against you, ne? Unjustly so. Now you want to challenge it to the next level.
But you're not challenging CCMA, you are challenging the employer because you are not happy with the award given by.
You see, that's
CCMA.
not how it works, my bro. That's not how it works right now.
Yeah.
When you go to CCMA, you take your employer. Mm-hmm. But when you take the matter to the next level,
to labor court.
Yes. It's your employer and CCMA.
You are taking both of them.
Yeah, you are taking both of them. Okay, that's how it works.
You taught me something I did not know.
And then on the basis of that, CCMA, when they adjudicate these matters and when they give a judgment, they know they can measure your capacity. They know that Ntsako is just someone who was earning 3,200. He's got money, he's got no means to take a transcription. Suppose a transcription, that recording, it need 9,000 or even 11,000, the whole of it, because the judge, the labor court judge, doesn't work on a. They want this work solely on a transcription. They want the transcription to hear your matter.
Yeah.
And then that's where you as Ntsako, you can say, Your Highness, the CCMA and my employer, they are wrong here and here and here. They are working on transcription. And this thing is done better with lawyers.
Yeah.
You can't even afford a lawyer. They know that, you are gone, Ntsako. You stand no chance. So right now, this is what you want me to take Panyaza Lusufi to.
Yeah.
Hence, I have that experience before, whereby an employer, like, I know, I can tell you that is a bribe, because you know what I did, my bra? After a ruling, I stripped myself, ne? I wear a paper. I did an individual protest. Some will say I'm crazy about it. I wear a plastic, and a plastic, checkers.
Yes.
Plastic bag. I wore it as an underwear. Ne? I went to CCMA. I wrote a board and I say, CCMA has sold our dignity, workers' dignity.
When did you do that?
It was around 2020. When was it? 2020 or 2021.
After the hard lockdown.
Yeah. After the hard lockdown.
So what job was it? It was another learnership?
It was another learnership.
Were you alone?
There I was targeted alone.
No, but when you were picketing alone?
Yeah, I was doing it alone.
Were you the only one who lost the job?
Yeah, I lost the job. I was the only one. We entered, it was 5 of us.
Okay, let's do this. Because I want you to make it clear. Even before you went to Panyaza's learnership, you had already been to other learnerships.
Yes.
But you do understand that learnership is designed specifically to be shared. So if you go to another learnership, you can't keep getting learnerships, Pale.
No,
that's what I'm saying. Maybe upgrade your qualifications so you can get another job and let other people chow the learnership man. Now can last stipend.
Well, brother, let me give you another thing.
Yeah.
It's okay. It has to be a learnership. Give me experience. Go find a job elsewhere.
Yeah.
But in the instance whereby there's still a job, you still have a job opportunity to offer. Yes, if I'm still in that learnership program, or I'm still in that.
Are you below 35?
Yeah.
Are you below 35?
That's the sad part about it. That's why I'm going to fight it with everything I had. I'm reaching I'm on my 35th year this time around. Next time I'm no longer gonna get any other learnership.
Well, when I'm telling you, like these types of learnerships are designed for kids, not kids, for young adults in their early 20s, so they can just patch things there. The more that money you are earning it as an adult with a wife, with kids, that money looks small.
No, I don't have a wife, I don't have kids.
And you are 35?
I am 35.
I'm trying to see problem as a Panyaza Kuena. So close it for me. What is it that you want to say in closing?
Okay, in closing, my brother, is that, okay, I couldn't let Panyaza get away with murder, because at the end of the day, this thing, it's about people's life. Ne? Unemployment is a serious issue in the country. Don't use it. Don't play with people's feelings. You are creating job opportunity where there's none. And right now, he's out there claiming credit. I can see now, even when I'm talking to you, that is your hero to you right now. But me, from where I see,
yes,
there is no Nancy Span.
Yeah.
And it was just taking South African for
I don't want
right.
you to think what I'm cutting you. The time allocated, it's we've got challenges there. We've got batteries and stuff.
Yeah,
you can see our machines are crying because of batteries. That's why I want you to close.
Yeah, so please, we are in a revolution, and it's to change people's life. If I say I have this opportunity. Let it be that indeed you have this opportunity. Don't take people for a ride. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
You are satisfied.
Yeah.
You said everything you wanted to say.
Yes, I can. About this matter, I think I'm satisfied.
Thank you very much, Ntsako. Mashane Politically Incorrect. We are out of resources. Thank you very much, Eitada. At this point, this is when Ntsako requested to come back and finish his story, because he was reluctant and he was fearful of disclosing further about the MATANYULA issue. And he gathered himself, and this is what he said. Yeah, so, like, why are you thinking you are a victim? Like, why are you thinking you are a victim? Because for other people, you look like someone who benefited.
Okay. The thing is, the mind was there to go to see CMA, ne?
Yeah.
About like, okay, there was no certificate of service, there was no notice of termination.
Yes.
So I raised the matter with everyone from the lowest level. I raised the matter with the supervisor. Supervisor referred me to the HR. HR, I talked to deputy. Deputy referred me to the director of HR. And then the director of HR couldn't really also give me an answer. He referred me to the director of the whole operation. And then the director of the whole operation, same, couldn't give me the answer. He referred me to chief of staff chief of staff in the office of the premier. When I get there to the chief of staff of the premier, mind you, all these people, when they are referring me, it means I have an upper hand. I'm raising a valid question here that they cannot answer. But at the end of the day, they can't. I really like. Hence, me now, when I was asking these questions, I wanted them. It's either to admit that they are at fault and give me a job, because obviously it's all about the job. Because now I'm saying there can't be Nancy Spani, people who are benefiting out there. Me now, I'm not benefiting here at home.
It looks like you, when you left the employment, you could not, how do I put it? You could not do your paperwork to show that you were not happy. Is there any other form of abuse that you felt? Were you harassed? Were you bullied? Were you intimidated in your job? Were you promised something? Because I still can't understand why, if you're not happy, why didn't you go to CCMA? Because you hate CCMA. Because you already said, I still don't understand.
Okay, the CCMA part, when I was talking to the HR director, they told me exactly that we are waiting for you. You understand? There's nothing you can do. We are ready. Take whatever gripes you are with to whoever you think they will assist you. With my experience with ACCMA, I felt like, no, this thing is like, I didn't have faith in the CCMA. And mind you, she's not really the one who referred me to the chief of staff. I used other political connections to reach to the chief of staff to say, here's what the chief of director is saying. And she said, I can do whatever I want.
Let's pack CCMA and Gauteng government. What other thing did not go well?
What did not go well is that I wanted to be satisfied with why I can't be employed when people are getting employment in the very same office I'm working at. So when I managed to track down the chief of staff, Prince of Hamga,
okay,
right? That's when I was there, because I did it via comrades. Via comradely. You understand? So there was an attempt to manage me or to silence me. It's either by forms of threat that wherever you can go, there's nothing you can do. You understand? We are in charge. But also, if you want things to be done in your satisfaction, that you can at least come up with something or get what you want. You know, that's when arise the conditions that were compromising my principles. You understand? They wanted to do it in a comradely. You understand? That's when even this issue of, I hear there's a trend of MATANYULA. You understand? In the trenches of the ANC right now, they are talking about Grootmans who want MATANYULA in a returns of you giving you the opportunity that you want. Seeing that I was so desperate for opportunity, seeing that I was so desperate for a job, and these are the people who are telling you right in your face that you can do anything with whatever grabs that you have. Hence, but we can help you in the other way. The other way, when by the way things were done, it was leading to MATANYULA.
So, is this MATANYULA allegations, was it in your head? You thought that's what they want you to? So, you are saying they could have helped you. You could have won your job back.
I promise you, if ever I was someone who wasn't principled enough and go with how it's suggested, I wouldn't be here. Maybe today I'll be driving a Range Rover or whatsoever. My career will have been catapulted. You know, I've been talking to people like, hence I'm telling you this hate.
You know people whose careers has catapulted because they offered MATANYULA?
People won't come out, but by the way things are.
You see, when you are just assuming.
No, I'm not assuming, because at the end of the day, okay, I've also been in that road before, whereby, you know, this thing, like exactly how it is, my political.
Yeah.
Ne? Hence, I tell you, my politics started at university. There were advances that will come along with opportunities that would want you to.
So these months of MATANYULA, they even infiltrate universities.
Yeah, yes, there are comrades at universities. I mean, it's more like COSAS, Youth League, and SASCO. Where are those comrades funded? Do you think a comrade can just rise to be a chairperson of the university, or a president of COSAS, or president of SASCO, or just like that? These guys are they are given resources. They are funded. They are there. They might not tell you, but they are there. Grootmans are there. In varsities, in student politics, and to tell you, even. Also, I saw you alluding something with regard to my qualification.
Yes.
Ne? Even qualifications, even
universities.
In universities, I'm telling you, there are people who are MATANYULed in order to advance
their academic.
To advance their academic. And I can even tell you how it starts. You see, when you are studying a serious courses, like
difficult engineering courses.
Yes. Like the one that I was doing now, I was doing BCom economics and econometrics. If you pass it well, you can work as an actual scientist. You know actual science.
Sure.
Apparently, by then it was known to be the biggest course.
Yeah.
I mean, actual science. So, the course that I was doing, BCom economics and econometrics, if you pass it well, you can practice as an actual science. Like you are given a recognition of actual scientist. So if you are doing those kind of course, there are certain subjects
that are very difficult.
If
you don't have money, you can't sustain them.
Yeah.
There are going to be failures there.
Yes, and even studying, attending a lecture alone, sitting there in the lecture and going to tutorials alone, you weren't gonna make it. You need to have a private consultations. And those private consultations, that's where the issue of MATANYULA comes.
If
and
you
then
pay them,
you
need to pay with something.
Yeah, you must pay with something. If you can't pay them, you must pay with something. That's when, if ever you cooperate well, that's when you can even get a simple things like a scope of an exam. You can get a scope of an exam. You can get, like tomorrow student could be studying, but you will be knowing like which to study, which modules to study, which areas to focus on.
Me spending the whole night studying
you will
a thick textbook like this.
Yes.
People already know which side.
Exactly. They know like what to do. These are the MATANYULA brigade.
So is it true that that's why Slay Queens graduate better than you guys?
Oh my God. In fact, you are right about it. Is it true? It's true. Even why Slay Queens today get jobs even when they are not qualified. But it's not only Slay Queens. Even Majida. But for America, like you can tell that the guy, he's not that really educated. But guy, he's sorted in life. These are the MATANYULA brigade. My bra, like, hence, I don't know. I need to research well.
There was a time people accused who's your youth league Colin Malachi. He was sworn at on Twitter. People were calling him the MATANYULA gang and stuff. How entrenched is this in the ANC?
That thing is it is prevalent. It is entrenched.
Do you know that comrade from Mpumalanga who spoke about this, what you are speaking about?
I've heard about him, and I've heard
he's
that
short now.
I heard that he's short. He's fighting for his life. Hence, like I came here prepared. In fact, in terms of name dropping, I wanna be careful about it because I wanna research, but not that I'm afraid to do that.
Yeah,
you understand? It's just that, in a sense, the people that I will freely drop their name right now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I've passed that stage. I don't ever grab with them.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But those today, I would be so happy to drop their name in terms of their advances with MATANYULA. They were so careful that right now, I can't really have something to pin them on.
Okay, so when people attempted to MATANYULA you, but you don't have proof.
I don't have proof. It will be my word against them.
You can have proof. Remember, the reason the GBV struggle is very difficult for women, and sometimes we blame them.
Yeah.
These monsters come in ways that they don't leave proof. You understand?
Yes.
So now we are getting into the shoes of women who are victims.
Yeah.
Because even if you say someone's name now, that someone can successfully sue you because you won't have proof against them. I'm saying as men now, we're starting to understand the GBV.
Yes.
Yes. So you are saying, in other words, if you had an opportunity, or if you do not have your moral compass, you would be waking.
Yes, I would. I'm telling you, I would. Even this issue that I'm talking about now, this thing here, Nancy
you would have even qualified in your qualification.
I would have even qualified back in university. I will be become econometrics.
So, but then do you know people who are?
Yeah.
Do you know people who are? How do I put it? Who have successfully did this MATANYULA and then they are okay now, even though you can't prove.
Yes, I do know them. That's exactly because we were in a group university, my brother, where these things, because it happens in a sense like, if I can also share with you something interesting, not to brag. Ne?
Yeah.
Me now, my brother, I've never been in a gang in terms of academic.
Yes.
I've never been in a gang where I'm a leading gang. In terms of academic, I was good. In a sense of, like back in high school, if you can ask my high school teachers, primary school teachers,
you were okay.
I'm on top. I'm that guy whereby at the end of the day, everyone want to be around me because they know that this is a guy who have it easy. academically. So me, I was also part of those groups. Ne? I know people who were also under my wings, but
Yes.
they advanced due to
And
MATANYULA.
I understand.
Yeah.
You struggled and you knew you were better than them.
Yes.
But how did they get all these grades better
Yeah,
than you?
they are getting grades. Some of them, yes, you could go to them and ask them. Like, you could ask a scope, in
Yes.
fact. And maybe, like, even...
You can't put it direct.
Yeah, like, I can... You are refusing MATANYULA.
Yeah.
Ne? But you wanna stick around.
Yes.
There's also now a difficulties of them wanting to be with you.
Yes.
And you are surprised all of a sudden that these people were following me around, like, in terms of understanding academics. They know that this guy, this brother, this student is brilliant.
Yes.
You know, there are people like who automatically gravitated towards you, but right now they are doing well, but they no longer even want to be with you.
Do you think if you were a woman, your struggle, your cries, because listening to your story, it means you're a victim.
Yeah.
We should ordinarily believe it. If you're a woman, your story would have been believable.
Yeah, if I was
Because
a
you
woman.
don't have proof, remember.
Yes.
You don't have proof around these things. But if you're a woman, because I want to say, if it's a woman, they say we must believe them. So if it's you, should we believe you?
That one, it's another question, because sure, even women, they are not believed. Even guys are not believed. But at the end of the day, it comes to with the bravery of when you want to come out with it, what do you have out there? So that might not implicate you. But right now, let me tell you, sir, because right now I'm prepared, like, I cannot drop name exactly, but I can tell you that within the people that I was...
Continue speaking, I just wanna...
Yeah. Within the people that I consulted with, I talked with regard to this issue of Panyaza, or in the office of the Premier.
Yes.
Among these people, around these people I've talked about,
yes,
there are... And I'm emboldened by, suppose right now, somebody want to take it that I'm not tarnishing their name, even though I didn't really mention their name.
Yeah,
I know I have...
told me the names outside, and you are not mentioning names today because you don't have proof. I'm just saying, when not politically within the movement, is it not going to compromise you? Because it means in future, people are not going to give you these job opportunities.
Yeah, at the end of the day, so be it. Because that's the sad state of our country. So be it. If ever this thing, it will further victimize me, have people want to stay away from me, or do whatever they do, you know, so be it. I'm not ready to victimize myself.
You are in the ANC, it's prevalent in the ANC. You jump ANC, you go to other political parties. How do you know that in the other political parties is also there or is not there? Or because we know it as an ANC problem. Are you going to live with it inside ANC, and where are you going to cry?
The thing is, I'm not going to leave the ANC because those people, they are not the ANC. Maybe they might be fortunate right now that they are in charge. You understand?
Yeah.
But they won't be in charge forever. If it means that right now they are stifling me, they are excluding me because of this is the only way to actually access opportunities in the ANC, I might even go back into the villages. I'm from Guyana, my brother, and ask for any old man that got cows, and if he's tired, and then
there's a drought in Guyana. There's no rain. There's no water. Cattle are dying as we speak. It's on the news headline. So, I mean, your economic opportunities are even dying at other places.
Maybe sell wood, firewood. I can't.
Already it's not raining.
Yeah?
Where are you gonna cut wood?
As much as they are scarce.
So you rather die in hunger than join another political party?
Political party, to be honest, it's also like I have a belief that the revolution is well wedged within the African National Congress, and is the only African National Congress which have the capacity to change the life of a black child. And hence why I'm here to tell the truth, because telling the truth is revolutionary.
So you want to clean the ANC from within?
Yes, we'll fight this thing from within. It's part of cleaning them. Like right now, you see this guy, they killed him. They shot him.
Yeah, they shot him.
Yeah. Let them come after me. We'll see how many of them they will shoot. Because this thing...
You have kids?
Yeah? I don't have kids.
You don't have
I don't have a child. I don't have a child. I don't have a wife. But yours, I do have a family who loves me, who I love. I want to live for them.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, if it's what it needs to be done, sometimes certain things need a bravery. It needs bravery, say, because this is really serious.
Are you sure you were not a victim? Something was done to you physically. You are just afraid to speak. Do you know where you are going to get help if that is the case? I'm talking about what do we call this? Social workers. Do you not need counseling? Because according to what you are saying, it didn't happen once. It happened multiple times, these attempts. Do you not want counseling?
Let me tell you, like, another thing that makes it difficult, ne?
Yeah.
And that's also to answer your question clearly,
yeah.
Ne? You see me, I'm like this, me, bro. Like, if something I don't feel it, if something is compromising me, you feel it, that's not about it. And that's how it even makes it difficult for me to have a tangible proof, because you know that now I'm going to
yes.
I'm in for a big trap.
I understand, but now I'm saying for you, I'm worried about your well-being. It must be eating you inside. It must be troubling you. So I'm saying, whether it happened or it did not happen, do you think you need counseling? Do you think you need to talk to someone?
Do I think I need to talk to some? No, because nothing has.
A shrink?
No, I don't need to talk to someone, because I didn't fall for victim, and nothing has happened to me. Because I chose poverty. In other words, the help that I need is something to take me out of poverty. Other than like that will take me beside of doing these things that is prevalent right now.
Yeah.
It's really prevalent that like
yeah, don't mention names. Don't mention names. You already gave me names offline. I would want to advise you.
Yeah.
To seek help. To seek, how do I say? To seek someone who will listen to you, make sense, and maybe to move on. Like I kept asking you, why don't you channel your energy into finishing your qualification or do another qualification? 35, you are not that old. You can still start a career in your 40s.
Yes.
And have kids and wife and wabon. It's your choice. But of course, even if you don't want to have a wife and kids and stuff, it's also fine. You may not want to do that. All I'm saying is, you are not late in life to turn a new leaf, but you need to be strong. And look, I'm now sounding like a psychologist myself. Yeah. But I'm just saying, do something, because crying and not doing something is not gonna.
Okay. Right now, Okay, coming here to you, Sene.
Sure.
It's also to wanna seek, fighting certain fights or certain things in silent. It's doing it alone on your own, unresourced and the likes. That's what is the problem with many people. You understand? So right now, I'm trying to come out, at least someone who resonate, who relate, who understand, maybe at a better resourced stage. If you want us to fight this fight, you are welcome. I'm not closing any door to anyone. If you are willing to help, if you want to confront this thing, because even that guy who was shot there, I think it was his way of venting out. You understand? Some, might blame the way he did it, how he did it, maybe whatsoever. Like, they might have a problem with it. But there are those who, at the end of the day, because of what he did, it emboldened, like me, myself. Now I'm inspired from him. I'm inspired by him. Like, I wish, God may be with him, protect him, and he get the assist that he need. Things like this, it's so sad. It's killing us as the African. It's killing us.
All right, no, Ntsako, thanks for coming. I hope you get help. I hope you get your qualifications so you can get back to being economically active young men in society. And for your political life, I hope you find peace, whether in the ANC, whether in civil organizations, whether in other political parties. What I know is once you become a political animal, it's very difficult to pretend that you are no longer. In closing, that's me having my parting shot. What is it that you want to say in closing?
In closing, let me say, there can be other victim. I know it's easy for me right now because I'm speaking from the point of being tempted. And there are no advances. But at the end of the day, I'm still a victim because it's me fighting for my own well-being. It's for me to get this, I have to do this. So, in terms of that, it's still not nice. But suppose maybe you are a victim or you are not a victim or you want to help. Let us be involved. Let us care about sympathize about each other and grow the courage to confront this thing. Because if we turn a blind eye on this thing and normalize it, tomorrow it's you, and when it's you, that's when you will see that life. You will see, you will see that life is tough, and you will wish that you should have at least acted well you can. And me coming here is trying to maybe invoke another movement or another culture of coming out and boldly, regardless of what you stand to lose. If ever it happens that I even lose my life, so be it. At least someone ahead in the future will benefit from it, just like this brother who got shot. It's not nice to be shot. I've heard that he's fighting for his life. Not that I also want to fight for his life, but it's to say, to me, he's my hero.
Okay.
He's my hero.
And you do confirm if someone reaches out who's offering help, we can extend that help to you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Mashani, Politically Incorrect, we are ending it in a very sad way. Thank you very much. Tell us what you think about this. It's always sad when an African man has to go through what he's going through. Thank you.